Movies are big business, and some of these films are made right in our own backyard. Director Larry Wade Carroll describes his experiences shooting in Fort Bend County.
The first thing I decided to do when I wanted to shoot here was I paid a visit to the Chamber of Commerce. I went to the mayor's office and I went to the local papers and I reached out to the community as a whole and said, look, I'm coming to your town, I'm making a movie and I want you guys to be involved and be a part of it. I ran an ad in the paper and people just came out of the woodworks. They were so supportive. They wanted to come down and be extras, you know. I couldn't have done it without the support of the community here and the local people. I'm eternally grateful. I grew up down here, and one of the first things that people tell you is to write what you know. When I was working on Jacob, I really wanted to take the audience back to like the 70s, and there's buildings all around here that look just the way they did when I was a kid as they do now. So I knew that just by adding period cars and costumes, I could create the illusion of being back in time on a very small budget. So that was one, deciding factor in shooting here. And another is the community. I grew up here, so I know so many people, and the people are so good and kind, and the community has just been so supportive, all the way up from the locals just to the officials.
Well, we're at the dairy treat right now, but we will be heading that way directly.
And then the locations. It depends on what you're working on. If we were shooting a big science fiction film, it wouldn't be so good. But for period pieces and these small stories that are inspired by growing up here, it really helped tell those stories.
President and CEO of the Central Fort Bend Chamber Alliance describes a mutually beneficial relationship that can grow from filming in Fort Bend County.
There is a benefit to filming in the county, and one of those benefits can be that you have new people that are in your community who are oftentimes even small films that take place. There's revenue generated from that. Some of that revenue can go to the building owner or the property owner where they're setting up and where they're filming. Also, there's revenue produced for the film crew. While they're here, they're either staying in our hotels, eating at our restaurants, using local vendors for supplies, equipment rental, those sorts of things to meet the requirements for that film. So oftentimes there is revenue generated to the local economy when filmmakers come in. Some of the filming that has taken place in the area, if we have requests for that when they come in our front door here at the Chamber, we're going to normally send those leads to the city so that the city is very aware of what policies, permits, procedures need to be taking place in order to allow the filming to take place. But it is an important part of the local economy, and we would encourage filming in the area. Texas is a very film-friendly state, and so that gives a lot of cooperation to the filmmakers while they're in the cities and the county. One of the things that is very normal is if they do have to work with the police to reroute traffic, or if they're going to do anything that would cause traffic problems of any kind, then those things can be taken care of with the cities. Also, generally, the landowners or building owners in the area may want to be notified that there's going to be filming going on.
For more information about the Central Fort Bend Chamber Alliance, point your browsers to www.cfbca.org. For Artbeat, I'm Cary Gordon.